There are a number of basketball things that I want to get to, and we're not even going to do. Heat get Lillard and Beal and Kyrie and James Harden and Zion.
Giannis
and Embiid.
Yeah, Giannis and Embiid too.
And Jokic. Jokic will all of a sudden, Heat culture, want to go to work.
All for Caleb Martin.
Do you guys realize, like, you have become New York, right? Everything that you make fun of about New York,
this part's obnoxious, but these are not the things. I want to talk about other basketball things, Ja Morant among them. James Harden, betting favorite is Houston. Your thoughts are what there? You think James Harden leaves Philadelphia to just go back to the comforts of strip clubs and they love me there and it wasn't a headache?
I think there is a strong chance that James Harden relocates to Phoenix. He's one of the few NBA stars who lives in Phoenix in the offseason. He goes back every offseason. He did it at a time when no one was doing that, and now there's like a little bit of a, pro-am pickup run that happens in Phoenix.
With Durant again?
Because they're friends, Dan. They're friends, and Chris Paul's done, and they need someone to fill that role.
I haven't heard this, though. I've been hearing again and again,
Houston,
either Philadelphia or Houston.
Houston's the one that everyone hears because, obviously, he had his best years there, and there's a comfort level there. But I think James wants to win. Going to Houston means that's it. I'm just going to play the way I want to play and have fun off the court, but I'll be forgotten and I'll be thought of as a guy, like a loser pretty much. I think Phoenix offers him the lifestyle stuff that he doesn't get in Philly, right? He still has that kind of, maybe it's not to Houston levels in Phoenix, but he's a big deal out there. People remember him from Arizona State. And as I said, he's a guy that goes back every year, every summer. So he's plugged into the local area. It's, again, one of those situations where the pressure's not on him because it's Book and it's KD. He plays with, him and KD are friends. That didn't end sourly for them in Brooklyn. And then finally, I think, he gets to play, not only fill a role that they need in terms of a playmaker, but also I think there's going to be more opportunities for him to be offensively dominant like he used to be, as opposed to in Philly where Doc wanted him to play a specific style, which maybe isn't the most comfortable for him.
Ja Morant, you're hearing what about how long his suspension is going to be?
So this is one of my favorite things. This is a topic, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that's existed since Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Because, Dan, you're not alone. A lot of aggregators heard Adam Silver's comments and surmised that, it's known, but everyone's keeping it a secret. It's not known. What he said was, I know what we've gotten all the information. We know what we're going to do. We're not going to release it until after the finals because it's not fair to the teams participating. And he said, and the Players Association agree. And people thought that meant the Players Association knew the suspension. No.
That's what I assumed.
That's what you're not alone. A lot of people assume that. The Players Association know that the announcement won't happen during the finals. They agreed, hey, okay, you made your decision, cool. We don't have to have it released right now, especially considering the Grizzlies already took punitive measures in the meanwhile. So it's not like you have to stop him from doing something in the meantime. Everyone ran with that like it's known, and no, nobody. It's my understanding that the only people who know are Adam Silver and I believe Joe Dumars and Mark Tatum. And I don't even know if Ja probably doesn't know at all either. So I think those are the three people in the world who know. That's why it's not out. That's why it's not because Chris Haynes and Mark Spears and Mark Stein and all these Shams, they're not like
No, I got it wrong.
Yeah.
If you're telling me, I interpreted Adam Silver saying we've come to an agreement with the Players Association because they're walking through the collective bargaining agreement, and I don't know what Silver's powers are here, especially as Ja Morant now claims that it was a toy gun, which is what Ethan Strauss suggested that PR should have him allege the first week. He waited very long
Too late, yeah.
to say toy gun, so everybody started laughing about that. A part of this story that I'm enjoying, though, is Skip Bayless trying to get Ja Morant and Lil Wayne together and failing to do so. Lil Wayne going to Skip Bayless as an intermediary to try and reach Ja Morant, but Ja Morant's people are not getting back to Lil Wayne.
Ja's gone too far here, Dan. The gun stuff, hey, look, it happens to the best of us.
things happen, right?
It does.
It happens to the best of us.
Does it?
It does.
I don't
To
feel
not
like
any of us, but
the best of us. We're not
We're not the best of us. We're the worst of us.
I
But
don't
the best
feel,
of us,
I don't
things
feel
happen.
like this. I don't feel like I've ever before heard.
Let
of
him cook, Dan. I want to see where he's
Hold on
going
a
with
second,
this.
Dan.
My fault.
But the fact that one of rap's legends, okay, one of rap's goats on the Mount Rushmore of rap, has reached out. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Weezy F Baby, and the F is for fill in the blank, whatever you'd like there. The fact that he has gone through the same thing, right? He spent time in Rikers Island, 4 gun charges, and he's reaching out to Ja, and then Ja just left him on red. He's gone too far. That's it.
So watch this counterpoint. Wayne messed up. You want to get to Ja Morant, and you went to Skip freaking Bayless. That's
Also
your
true.
conduit. All the people in sports media, all the people in sports. That's the guy you picked. I get it. You did the theme song for their silly little show, which is gonna collapse now that my guy Shannon is gone. But like,
Had Dad your guy there?
yeah, it's my guy, man. It's my guy. It's my dude.
So you don't think Wayne has enough clout to just go directly to Ja?
I don't think he even knows how. That's funny. It's weird that one would say that, but yeah, I don't think he knew how. And so he's like, well, I'll go through Skip because he has a relationship with Skip. But like, that's not who I would go for.
He's probably changed numbers, right?
I'm
Ja,
gonna tell you
in
right
recent
now.
months?
Wayne, hit me up. You want to connect with Ja? I'll get
So
you.
that's what this was about.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm offering. I'm offering to Wayne.
So you've got Lil Wayne just sitting around listening to this pod, just sitting around.
Well, somebody may have sent it to him, Dan. This is a very viral show. It goes on social
Millions
media.
of downloads.
Exactly.
One of them can't be Lil Wayne. Just one download can't be Lil Wayne. Come on,
Did
man.
you say little?
I said Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne.
Just making sure.
Little Wayne.
Why are you doing that?
Wheezy F.
There's an apostrophe in there.
Little.
You gotta say it correctly.
Is that witty?
50 Cent.
Do we have, can video get ready for me? Because one of the things that Chris Cody was doing while reporting the Panthers was noticing what was happening with a PR guy behind Porter in the Denver locker room as they celebrated a championship. Porter, after game, I think it was game 3 of the final. When did I see him? No, game 4 of the final in Miami. Looked totally haunted, shell-shocked because he was playing so shitty. He was so bad in the first 4 games, benched at one point for Bruce Brown, so bad that he looked embarrassed while meeting with his family after game 4 of the finals in a way I'm not used to seeing an NBA starter look, where he didn't want to be seen. He knew, with all those lights, that all his jumpers were short. Every one of them, and he looked awful. But he's a champion. And he's a champion because they've got a guy in the middle who doesn't want to go to work.
I didn't know that every person from the organization just gets to let go after the game.
Yeah.
It was great.
you
I
never-
love this clip.
Did you see, like, was that the scene in Vegas? Did you guys see that?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't in the locker room, but like, I was just doing Vegas.
That's you
Yeah, you were. We'll get to that in a second because.
But we have to celebrate this PR guy.
yes.
Because I want to know here, when we dissect this video, is he intending to spit out this champagne right away? So he takes a swig behind Michael Porter Jr. And it just instantly throws up like foam in the mouth.
It did foam. It looked like he'd been poisoned. Yes.
That zoom is crucial.
And he kind of does a look around like, did anyone catch that?
Yeah, that's not purposeful. There's no way that's purposeful.
Okay, it looks like he is foaming at the mouth as if he had been, bitten by some sort of snake.
Like 20 snakes. I've never seen that much foam in somebody's
Was
mouth.
that like his second bottle of champagne? And he's just like, oh, man.
I've seen dogs have that come out of their mouth when they bite the wrong kind of toad.